Sharon is A to Z Foods.
That's okay. I'll help you with that one. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. My name is Sharon Madsen. My business is called Food Sense A to Z.
That's it. And Food Sense A to Z is a marvelous company. I just met Sharon last night, so I can't say a whole lot about it. But she's going to do her own commercial right now.
So, do you get tired at 2:30 in the afternoon? Do you feel like you're sleepy? Do you feel worn down? And what do you reach for? A Monster Energy drink? Don't do it. I'm telling you, you need to put protein in your body. So give me a call. Talk to me about feeding your body the fuel that you need to finish out the day by 5 or 6 p.m. And you will feel so much better. How's that for a commercial?
That's excellent.
Thank you.
And again, Bruce Newman of CMIT Solutions, and then there's Bill Searle of Choya Production LLC, and David Bosch of Bosch Automotive Consulting, working with forensic engineering.
Yep.
Excellent. I got that right. Now, Sharon, tell us about Sharon.
Sharon moved to Arizona in 1990. I went from hot to hotter. I lived in California, and I wanted a change. So I packed up my car with no air conditioning. Who said they had no air conditioning? Well, that was me as well. Packed up my car with no air conditioning and just picked up and moved here on a whim. And I love it. I just love the heat. So I'm not the one that's complaining about the heat.
What part of California did you come from?
Los Angeles area, Whittier, Norwalk, Downey area.
Okay. Whittier, isn't that where Richard Nixon was from?
Absolutely, Whittier High School. Yes, he was.
And did you go to Whittier High School?
No, I did not.
Well, shucks. So, what made you decide to move to Arizona? You just got inspired one day? Or?
I needed to change. I wanted to kind of just break the ties of an old boyfriend, and I figured I was going to just spread my wings and go, and my father was very supportive of me. So I decided to do it. I just packed up my tiny little red Hyundai and drove out here.
You know, that's kind of fascinating because most people who have, quote unquote, ended up in Arizona were coming the other way. In fact, there have been songs about it, was headed for Las Vegas, only made it out to Phoenix or Tucson, and because that's where the car broke down or something else happened, like me, they met someone that they fell in love with. I happened to meet the woman that became the mother of my firstborn daughter. And sometimes things just happen. But you came the other way and ended up in Arizona.
I sure did. I really enjoy the Arizona sun. I enjoy the people here. I think that this is a great place for my type of business. There's so many people that have so many challenges with their health, and that's really where I come into play.
Okay. Now, tell us a little bit more about Food Sense A to Z.
So back in the day when I first moved here, I wanted to make sure that I raised healthy kids. And the reason being is because I was a very unhealthy child myself. And I probably would have had A's and B's in school if I was in school long enough to get those A's and B's. But I just struggled and struggled. I graduated high school and I thought, I just don't want to do this anymore. So when I became married and got married here in Arizona and I decided to have kids, I said, okay, I'm going to do this the right way. So I found a school called Southwest Institute of Healing Arts, and it's basically a tech school. So that's where I went to school. I got my nutrition consultant licensing certificate, and I'm also a Western herbalist. So my little guinea pigs now are young adults. My son is 24, my daughter's 21, and we live what we breathe and eat, and we walk the talk. So it's not like I'm telling people to eat a certain way and I'm not doing it. I follow my path and my kids also do.
And if I understand correctly, you also advise other people on nutrition issues.
Well, so one of the wonderful things that I like to do is I like to go to people's homes, go through their pantry, go through their refrigerator. We basically make a keep it list and a ditch it list, and we figure out what they're going to eat. Then we tweak that a little bit because we have to get people to feel just a little bit uncomfortable, but not too much, because if you make them feel too uncomfortable, then they're not going to want to help themselves. Just a little bit of uncomfortableness and figuring out how to tweak their diet. We go to the store together. We go shopping together. We cook together. I'm kind of I would consider myself the Cadillac of nutrition, because if you go to a nutritionist's office, she pretty much sits there and she doesn't really know very much about you. So I want to personally get to know you. I want to know what makes you happy, because we all know that we eat for emotions. So we're either eating because we're happy, or we're eating because we're sad, or we're partying and we're drinking because we got a raise, or we're eating a whole container of ice cream because we lost our job. There's a reason why we choose what we choose. And so I'm there to help people make better choices. But the thing is, Jean, people do not want to feel deprived. They don't want to feel like they're missing out. So how do you get them to feel that comfort, but kind of take them out of that comfort zone? So it's a really tough situation. I'm a detective. I'm a sleuth. I kind of have to dig in to figure out where you're coming from, so that I can relate to what you're doing. Because, oh, please, I've been there. I mean, I want that piece of chocolate cake.
At least you try to relate to it. I used to get in so many arguments with the cardiologists that, well, I went to one cardiologist clinic when there was a shift of ownership of a hospital.
Sure.
And all of a sudden they became some other company. I went in the office one day, and this is no kidding. Cease, C-E-A-S-E, MD, was the medical director. I am not kidding you. I walked into a cardiologist specialty office, and the medical director was named deceased. I never went back again.
Well, we don't have to worry about that when we talk about nutrition. When we talk about feeding our body fuel, one of the classes that I love to do is called on-the-go eating. So imagine you're in an office with about 25 people. What are you guys grabbing at 2:30? That was my commercial at the beginning of the show. What are you grabbing at 2:30 to fuel your body? Stuff out of the vending machine? That's not good for you. You're going to tank at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and start having the sleepies. So what you want to do is fuel your body with protein. You don't want to fuel it with Monster energy drinks and sugar. And a lot of people go for that Snickers bar or that Mars bar or whatever it is, and a Monster energy drink, thinking that that is going to fuel them. Not going to happen. You're going to end up tanking. You're going to end up having problems. Who wants better productivity at work? If you have really good focus and you're focused on what you're doing, you will have the productivity at work. You won't make as many mistakes. You won't be sick. You won't have sick time, and you'll be at work more often. So think about that when you think about your health and your nutrition.
So let me make sure that I understand.
Okay.
You help people, as do some doctors. Actually, not like any doctor I've ever had. Help them mitigate the damage.
Yes, I would like to have more people come to me before they have the problems. Most people come to me when they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Don't come to me then, come to me before then, so that we can come up with a lifestyle, not a diet. The word die is in diet, Gene. Okay? So we
I have felt that way for years.
There you
I
go.
Really have.
There you go. You want a lifestyle change that, number one, you will stand by, you will follow, and that will stick. Because if you do a diet, it's going to die. So lifestyle changes that really stick. It'll be amazing. I would love to hear from any of your viewers or any of your listeners today. I think it would be great.
And how would they get a hold of you, Sharon?
To get a hold of me, you can look me up on Facebook, Food Sense A to Z. You can add me and like me there. You can message me there. You can also look up my name on Facebook, Sharon Madsen, because I use both of my pages. Also, my phone number, here you go. It's my cell phone. It's the only phone number I have, 602-684-1475. You can also email me at sharon@foodsenseatoz.com. I also have a book, so if you're interested in my book, you can purchase it on Amazon, but it's a pay-per print. So you have to pay for it, and then it's printed. So it takes a couple of weeks to get out. If you want that book right away, give me a call. Send me a text. I can get that out to you right away. It's $12. It's a really cool book. I'd love for you to have it.
Sharon, I want to thank you for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been a great day.
You have entirely too much fun, and maybe I'll have you help me mitigate some damage.
I'd love to help you. We could have a good time in your kitchen.
I don't know about that. You can't take anything out of my fridge.
Come on now, just a little bit change.
I am going to do the damage. I'm looking for somebody to help me mitigate it.
There you go. Because we still want to talk about food, of course.
Yes. Well, that and how can I counter Jack Daniels. But
actually, brandy is better, by the way, so we'll have that discussion.
I love Grand Marnier. Okay. Now, phone number?
My phone number is 602-684-1475, and I'd love for you to call me.
Okay, and your website again is?
My website is www.foodsenseA2Z.com. So think about common sense. Instead of common sense, it's food sense. It's the same letters.
Excellent. Sharon, again, thank you.
Thank you so much.